I give up on social media. Garbage. This isn't right. I have no interest in doing this. Not this way, at least. Oversold? What do you mean? Not the right durations? 15 seconds, 3-minute videos. Do long form, keep it short. People have no attention spans. How many posts do I have to do a day? I still have a day job. I tossed out my artist project this year, dropped the website, email, everything into the trash. It wasn't what I expected. I had sold out to another person's ambitions of what they thought my dream should look like. Yes, I am still and always will be an artist, but that is only part of my story. Content became this concept that I found difficult to define when it's such a simple concept. It literally means any information given through text, videos, pictures, media. That's it. Yet each time I came to think of or plan content, I go to visit my friend Google for advice. Google and I aren't speaking right now because she bombarded me with so much information. Everything I should do, when I should do it, how I should do it, and she gave me this dizzying list of all the expectations if I ever want to be successful. I know I asked for it, but this is far more than what I expected. From post sizes, media trends, what I can post on Facebook isn't for Instagram, and TikTok is a whole other space. Don't forget Twitter, Pinterest, Clubhouse, Medium, LinkedIn, and Spotify, just to name a few. Don't write a book in the captions this isn't your blog. Make sure you give people something to read so they hang around. Remember the hashtags. These ones are the hottest ones, but mix them in with the not so hottest ones to reach more people. You have to do reels and stories. What's the difference? Well, a reel is like a 1-minute video, usually with music and a message, or it's usually funny and ironic. Or stories, on the other hand, are a way to involve your audience. They last 24 hours and they give snippets of your everyday life, things that are not on brand for you. What's on brand mean? Well, let's say you're doing art. Then you don't want to be posting exercise videos to your main feed because that will confuse people who come across your account, and they'll ask themselves, what is this about? If they can't figure your hodgepodge of indecision, they'll go elsewhere for their information. There's so many other options, so you need to be clear in your message. What does this have to do with stories? Well, again, stories is the way to get to know behind the brand. So if you are into arts, this is where you can tell the behind the scenes, where you get your inspiration, your cat, your kids, your meal, because unless your handle is about food, don't post about your meal. That is so 2015. This was supposed to be a fun project about my journey as an artist, things I've learned, what creativity really means. I ended up feeling completely overwhelmed and unsure of where to even start. And stay away from the webinars. I find they've been a bunch of promises that claim, I'm here to help you understand. But then they end up confusing you even more. But buy my media kit to relieve the confusion I just helped create for $9.97 or 3 easy payments of $400. Yikes! And don't even get me started on the websites and emails and sales funnels. Don't even get me started. I found myself in a difficult place. I'd feel paralyzed to post. My hands would forget how to write when I needed to create my social media strategy. I'd start over and thinking and overthinking and then overthinking on my overthinking. I'd be left lost and confused and just so stuck. Was it the right thing to say? The photo is kind of off. what will they say? What will they think? Is my high school friend still watching me? Am I on brand? Does my message align? Will I reach my ICA? Wait, what's the ICA again? Your audience. My what? I give up. I cannot be what I think you think I should be, which is how I feel when I'm trying to organize and prioritize and fit into all these rules. All I wanted was a place where I could share my journey, to share the beautiful things that I've learned, to tell people through my stories they are not alone in this crazy mixed up world, and to keep holding on because there are incredible days ahead. Darkness and panic were close friends of mine for far more years than I wish to admit. I wish someone had told me, given me the tools to help shine the light on my despair, to let me know there was life to be lived outside the pain. There was a time I had completely given up and a book was gifted to me. It made me shift and helped me realize I had a choice. I had no idea I had a choice. And now I realize I have a choice again. Do I keep fighting in the confusion or accept where I am and forge my own way of doing what feels right? Because really, these social media pioneers have a formula because they tried and experimented and found what works. But we are fickle creatures and our tastes and needs are constantly evolving. So because I follow someone's formula, what worked for them doesn't necessarily mean it's going to translate into what works for me. So I give up. I give up on following all these crazy rules that constantly are contradicting one another. And I've come to terms with that my message isn't for everyone, but maybe it's for a few who are stuck, need a little nudge, a cheerleader, a friend who understands. I give up on the confusion and give up on the strategy. This project is my life, my legacy, to repay the gift of a second chance to live again and help pass the flame on. I give up living inside my head and choose to follow my heart. And since that fateful day, I started my YouTube channel, speaking freely in my story, sharing what aligns with me. And it finally feels right. No longer am I worried about my marketing feeling awkward and self-conscious. I give all I have and expect nothing, and finally I feel free. This project was my passion project, not a prison to keep me caged. Social media is supposed to be about connection, coming together, a place to find your tribe. I finally took up Liz Gilbert on her words, ones that I keep on my gallery wall. Create whatever causes a revolution in your heart. So if you're looking for a quirky artist that's been to the dark side and can bring some light into yours, come visit me at Leah, spelled Ligia, and say hello. Welcome to 2022. Thank you so much for watching. Does social media ever drive you crazy? I mean, I'm all for watching and enjoying it, but man, I have great admiration for the people who are so consistent and staying on top of that. So, do you ever struggle with social media? Do you need to take a break? What's your favorite kind of social media? Thanks for watching. You can click other videos by clicking on the little video buttons here. And thanks for watching. Until next time, stay creative and do what makes your heart